The Skylight Caper, Montreal's most valuable art heist. In the early morning hours of September 4th, 1972, 3 thieves slid down a rope through a skylight on the roof of the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts Michael and Renata Hornstein Pavilion. Wearing ski masks and armed with a sawed-off shotgun and a revolver, the 3 men tied up the guards and made off with armloads of artwork estimated at the time to be worth $2 million. While one thief stood watch over the guards, the others ransacked the museum. Apparently planning to exit via the same skylight, they attempted to put together a pulley system but gave up on it. After setting themselves up instead to flee in the museum's own panel van, they accidentally triggered a door alarm and were forced to flee on foot, grabbing whatever they could. They abandoned larger paintings that they had stacked against the walls. The guards described 3 male suspects, 2 French-speaking and 1 English-speaking. The police initially focused on the possibility that art students could have been responsible, and even surveilled 5 students for 2 weeks before abandoning this lead. The thieves' use of the skylight seemed to suggest an inside job. The alarm normally protecting it was disabled due to ongoing repairs, but this theory was never proven. The thieves began communicating in letters and phone calls demanding a ransom. To prove they were the culprits, they instructed a museum staffer to go to a specific payphone where a stolen piece of jewelry was found in a cigarette box. After negotiations, the thieves agreed to return one of the paintings as an act of good faith. The recovered painting, Landscape with Vehicles and Cattle, was originally attributed to Jan Bruegel the Elder, but was later found to be the work of one of his students. A subsequent exchange failed when the thieves detected police involvement. Another ransom attempt was made in 1973, when someone asked an insurance adjuster to leave $10,000 in a vacant lot in Laval, in exchange for information about the paintings, but the information proved false. The 17 missing paintings included pieces by famous artists like Peter Paul Rubens, Eugène Delacroix, and Rembrandt van Rijn. The value of this collection in today's dollars would be astronomical. A rare Rembrandt landscape alone was estimated to be worth $20 million in 2017. Aside from the piece of jewelry and the painting, none of the stolen artworks have ever been found. The museum spent the $2 million insurance settlement it received on a piece called The Leopards, said to be by Peter Paul Rubens. Later, this piece also turned out to have been misattributed. A Montreal police detective named Alain Lacourcière, who specialized in tracking stolen art, took the case on part-time in the 1990s. Lacourcière focused on a suspect he called Smith, who was an art student but had not been an initial suspect. Smith knew details of the case that had never been made public and seemed to have received a windfall after graduating. Smith denied any involvement, and Lacourcière wasn't able to prove his theory. A similar robbery had occurred a few days prior at the summer home of a wealthy Montreal resident named Agnes Meldrum, but the 2 thefts were never formally connected. The thieves behind the Skylight Caper have never been caught.